Yaya, for that introduction. Definitely, I guess it's a brilliant thing that you have done, and I guess most of the young ones who are listening to you can emulate you. Definitely, you are inspirational. We pray everything goes well. Yes, we have Nene. Ambian, she is part of this platform. Most of the time, we discuss things together, and she's here today with us. Nene, you welcome. We have our guest, that's Yaya Sonko. As you heard, he already introduced himself, some of the courses that he has gone through in Germany and about immigration issue. Before we go, Nene, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Good evening, viewers. I am based in Asia, an ex-prison officer.
That is Nene Jallo, an ex-prison officer from the Gambia, and now she's based in Asia. Yeah, thank you so much, Nene. Nene, today we'll be discussing about a lot of issues pertaining to immigration issues and pertaining to integration and as well as deportation. We have our guest here, that's Yaya Sonko. We had his introduction. Before we go, Yaya, we just want to ask you one question pertaining to migration. You think if boys they come to Europe, what are some of the things that they can do so that they can obtain document in Europe?
Thank you very much. That's an important question. First of all, we need to understand why are we here. Why are we here? Usually, our problem as Gambians is one of our problem is we are not properly guided and counseled, or we are not informed properly with regards to asylum and of course other issues that we do face here. Usually, most of us, most of the Gambians, usually we all want to. Usually, many Gambians, came through this irregular migration. Has normally called back way. Yes, most of us go through a back way to get to Europe, and we only decide on our stories as soon as we arrive here. So normally, in normal situations, in normal circumstances, most Gambians are not prepared for asylum procedures, protocols, and processes. Okay, so asylum is a whole big thing. There are so many challenges. There are so many bureaucratic, and that is everywhere in Europe. It doesn't matter Italy, Germany. Asylum has some standard and international laws that govern asylum system. Of course, state to state sometimes differ. Probably how Italy, Italy has a government and Germany has a government. How their asylum laws sometimes differ. But then, usually the biggest challenge for Gambians, we are not prepared. Most of us, of course, got challenges in their country and they flew. They left Gambia. If I arrive in Italy, if I arrive in Germany, if I arrive in Switzerland, in Spain, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? What are the challenges there? What are the situations? Most of us are not informed about that. We only heard about asylum in our local language, Sukuro. Sukuro. But then what is Sukuro? Not the word, but then I would mean what it contains, So most of the governments are not prepared for this. So too, usually. Asylum. And then you see, sometimes it's like we are misinformed within ourselves. For Gambians to be well integrated or properly integrated is to first of all inform themselves. What is asylum? Why are they here? You need to.
If I may ask, for the international standard of asylum, how do someone obtain asylum? And what is international asylum? How can someone obtain that?
Okay. Asylum is like there are different status in asylum. Okay, there are humanitarian through humanitarian you can be granted asylum. Political asylum you can be granted asylum. You understand. So basically there are different aspects, different categories. Okay, so they look at what your story. Every individual, they look at your story. Some stories, like example, if you said that you I'm just giving a classical example. In 2014, 2013, 2014, 15, 16, coming towards 16, many Gambian stories in EU is like, I fall out with the dictatorship. Okay? So basically in Europe, under Asylum Act, they will consider that as political asylum because you have a political problem in your country. Either government or police or whatever is all considered as political. You understand? If you have a problem with your family, based like our sisters will say that in religious problems and stuff like that. Yeah. So there are different forms of asylum. Okay. So it depends on your story. But here, what is important for every Gambian to know? Okay, asylum or minkumayata, the most important aspect of your asylum, okay, is what will happen to you if suppose German want to return you back to your country. What would happen to you? What would have happened to you if Italy said no to you and then they want to return you back to the risk of you getting back to your country, the persecution you will face, the trouble they are waiting for you. This is very important in asylum.
Okay. If in a case someone has requested asylum and the individual is not being granted asylum, and he or she is supposed to go and do appeal in tribunal. Now, in the appeal in tribunal, now that individual, what is your advice to that individual who is waiting for the court decision? What is your advice to that particular person who is inside the camp waiting for the tribunal, waiting for the court decision, or who is not even inside the camp waiting for the court decision? What is your advice to that particular person?
Again, here it depends on which country you are. Sweden is different from German. Germany is different from Italy. Italy is different from Spain. But here, one important thing you need to know: if you seek for asylum, there are two things. It's either you are accepted or you are rejected. If you are accepted, alhamdulillah, means doors of integration is open for you. If you are rejected, means according to the international law, you should be given a chance to appeal against the decision of either Italy, I don't know how they call it, Kosovo or whatsoever, the commission, exactly. In Germany, you have the right, you have the chance to appeal against the decision of BAM. Okay, in Spain, it's equally commissioned. So it goes like that. So if you are rejected, you are in a camp or in a home or in your own room or in either way, if you are rejected, one thing you need to know: the story you explain to them, how you narrate your story to them, the evidence you presented to them, if there is any evidence you presented to them during the process of commission or your interview, did not satisfy them. That's why you are rejected. Or your story did not satisfy them. They did not see a risk of you being prosecuted when you go back to your country. They did not see a risk of you leaving your country. That's why you are rejected. Or usually sometimes they think you are lying and then they reject you. But if that happens, you are rejected. You appeal. If you're going for appeal, now you need to prepare yourself. Think properly. If you don't, what I always advise is first of all, look for a lawyer. Okay, for a lawyer to do an appeal for you, egal which country. It doesn't matter which country. Lawyers are always very helpful. Of course, some will query that some lawyers are not helpful. Yes, I understand, but yet still, the best is to have a legal representative. Okay, so if you first advice is look for a lawyer. Let the lawyer appeal the case, and then most of us our mistakes are we build our case